space. The final frontier. Sorry. It's a ship.
Lexington now entering low orbit. Altitude 400 kilometers. Initiating OMS burn to stabilize orbit. ADIs are calibrated for 320 kilometers. Roger that. Jericho is 5,000 meters behind Lexington. Looks like a textbook approach so far.
It's the FMV scene. Hey, I remember that.
What have you got, Tran?
Surface scanners have picked up a hard echo from a point 80 kilometers north of the Rift Valley in Sector 4.
Is it Pandora?
Jericho thinks so. They started the countdown for the launch of the planetary lander. The crew is on board, and the lander's been prepped for launch.
What the hell is that?
Sensors are picking up a contact coming from the other side of Persephone. It's accelerating at 100 gravities. We have another contact.
UN battle drones. Sound general quarters.
Look at that
We've got 4
chair.
contacts. Probable identification, United Nations Autonomous Strike Craft, Galley class. The drones will be in range of the Lexington in 110 seconds.
Communications. Give me the Jericho CO on audio. Tran, what do we have in the air?
We have 9 drones out front in a standard screen. All are now changing course to intercept. We now have multiple contacts. 10, 11, no, make that 12 incoming drones.
We need room. Take us out of orbit. Give me 1 G of acceleration on a vector 130 degrees, Mark 30. Power up the railguns and pulse cannons. If any of the drones make it through our screen, begin ECM when they get within 10,000 meters.
Yes, sir. Course 130 by 30, acceleration 1G.
Captain McCain standing by, sir. Stephen, what's going on?
Captain, we're under attack by UN battle drones. Abort the lander countdown and secure the ship. Close up within 1,000 meters of the Lexington. We'll cover you with our close-in combat system.
All 9 fleet defense drones are accelerating for an intercept.
Sir, telemetry is coming in from all drones.
There's Mama. Looks like a Geneva-class heavy cruiser.
First one's on the scene. Like hell. They've been waiting for us.
The attacking drones have engaged and destroyed my fleet defense units. There are 5 surviving UN drones. All are now decelerating and will be in range within 15,
Captain McCain is
14,
requesting instructions,
13,
sir.
12,
Order stand by.
11,
All hands, hear this.
10,
This is the bridge.
9,
Stand by for combat.
There's
7,
nothing we can do.
6, 5, 4,
Nothing.
3, 2,
Here they come.
1.
Incoming drones in R6. We've been hit. Heavy damage in engineering. The Jericho has been hit. Breach on deck 2. 3 o'clock. The backup coolant systems are coming online. Oh my God. We're still losing coolant. This mother is going to melt down if we don't seal that system.
CICS is down. I repeat, we've lost the close-in combat system.
All the coolant systems are down.
We aren't gonna make it.
Space!
UN vessel. This is Captain Stephen Dana of the USS Lexington. I am prepared to offer complete and unconditional surrender. I wish to evacuate my crew and that of the science vessel Jericho using intership shuttles. We are to be taken aboard your vessel and treated as prisoners of war under the Geneva Convention. Please, call off the attack.
This is Commander Garrick of the UNS Dharma. Your surrender is accepted. Deactivate your weapon systems and power down. You have 20 minutes to abandon ship. Garrick out.
Understood. Lexington out. Clear the bridge and prepare to abandon ship. Tran, stay here with me.
Sir, what the hell are you doing? We surrendered? Are you out of your mind? We can't surrender. That's not even an option during a normal TAC-op. I should relieve you of command. We can still take out the Jericho ourselves with a ship-to-ship missile and then put the Lexington on self-destruct. We can't let those UN bastards get their hands on anything or anybody that will give away this mission.
They won't, Tran.
Oh, the hell they won't. You're just about handing it to them. I mean, you even want to evacuate the crew. I can't believe this. Why did we even bother fighting back?
If you're finished, Commander, I don't have any intention of turning the Lexington or the Jericho over to Garrick.
Sir?
There's very little time. You are to take Randall down to the weapons bay and pull a 500 kiloton nuclear warhead off of a ship-to-ship missile. Now use the TAC console to arm the thing. Set the warhead to detonate based on proximity, and cancel out the mass of the Lexington and the intership shuttle. Now stow the damn thing in a compartment on the shuttle. When that's done, go and complete your final log entry and return to the shuttle bay. Do you understand me now, Tran? I'm going to sound the call to abandon ship. The crews of the Lexington and Jericho will use intership shuttles to transfer over to the Dharma.
The bomb will go off when the shuttle is pulled into the Dharma's docking bay.
And vaporize Garrick in that goddamn ship.
Everybody in both crews will be dead.
All but one. When the Dharma runs a scan of the two shuttles, most everybody has to be accounted for. I think we can get away with one missing body. I intend to leave one person on board the Lexington, unconscious. It will be up to him to complete the mission. We're all dead anyway.
Is that me?
At least we're gonna go together, Tran.
I think that's me.
I understand, Captain.
Very well. I'll meet you in the shuttle bay in 15 minutes.
Aye, aye, sir.
Tran has taken care of loading the thermonuclear warhead on the shuttle. I've given the order to abandon ship. The crewman I've selected is unconscious on deck 2. God willing, he'll be able to patch this ship together, transfer the planetary lander from the Jericho, and finish this mission.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. All hands report to the shuttle bay for evacuation.
Computer. End Captain's log entry. Open AV data store Melissa 4. Record personal message. Audio only. Encryption Delta. To be decoded only on access by Melissa Dana. The war took your mother soon after you were born. Now the war has taken me.
Okay.
I'm truly sorry that you must grow up with holograms as your only real memories of us. You're so beautiful, Melissa. Just like your mother. Please, try not to be bitter. One of the reasons that we're gone is so that you'll have a chance to live in the only way we believe is right. Keep us with you always. I love you. Computer. End message.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship. All hands report to the shuttle bay for evacuation.
Lexington shuttle to Dharma. We are now leaving the Lexington.
Dharma to Lexington shuttle. We detect one human life sign aboard the Lexington. Explain or be destroyed.
Lexington shuttle here. Your deadline gave us no time to search the ship for casualties. Subject may be unconscious.
Unfortunate. Do not attempt to turn back. Your approach to the Dharma is cleared. Garrick out.
Get ready for a boom. Big boom.
Kaboom!
Later, nerds. Bye. Legend Entertainment Company.
Yeah, I sure could go for 100 tacos right about now.
Presents. Thanks for the taco party, Cannon. Presents a taco party. Michael Dorn. Mission Critical. Kind of a... I don't know. The name seems kind of crappy. But whatever. The name seems a little uninspired. Very pulpy sci-fi name. Mission Critical. Mission Critical. The timer will start when we can control the character, by the way. Oh, I gotta insert disc 2. Okay, I did it. You remember the captain coming up behind you as you were heading for the elevator to abandon ship. You felt a sting from a hypodermic needle, not a hippo. The captain eased you down to the deck. He wished you luck, and then the world went dark.
Emergency decompression alert. Pressure is dropping rapidly on
You
deck
regain
2.
consciousness. Okay, how do I save? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how do I save? 01 start. Actually, we'll call it 00 start. Start. Okay. Alrighty. What other options do we have? Volume. Let's turn the volume down for the music down a little bit. Maybe the sound a little bit. Okay. I don't know what player means. Undo, restart, quit, help. What is an adventure game? What is an adventure game? Mission Critical is a graphic adventure game. In an adventure game, you play the part of the main character in an interactive story. The story unfolds as you travel from place to place, interacting with game characters and objects. As the game progresses, you will encounter obstacles and game situations which require action on your part. Creative thinking and clever use of your objects you discover during your travels will help you get yourself out of pickles, outwit something and something. And then we have an online tutorial. Activating online tutorial.
Emergency decompression alert.
Welcome to the online tutorial.
On deck 2.
Okay. To skip past the text, simply press the space bar. You can abort the tutorial by pressing escape. Currently we're looking at... Okay, we can move the side to go in directions. Okay. Cool. We can do that. Okay, I'm done. I don't need no freaking tutorial. What's this? Captain's note.
Emergency decompression alert.
Read.
Pressure is dropping rapidly on deck 2.
It's up to you now. Tran has recorded a briefing on the ship's condition and your immediate objectives. The main computer is down, but you can access the briefing through the wardroom ACN. Also, you may need access to some of the crew's staterooms on decks 2 and 3 because staterooms are protected by the privacy laws. You will need VIS override codes to get inside. you'll find a crew manifest with what I think are the important codes in my stateroom. My VIS override code is A3X5. Good luck. Alright, well, we can go. Okay, deck 2. There's a place way that way, and there's that. Okay, well, I guess we go this way. Oh, good. Slow walking. Yay. I love that. Let's look at it. General purpose computer that gives access to the computer systems. Okay. Can we use it? Use it. Use.
Computer?
The main computer is down. Voice access to Deck 2 local systems only.
Where is everybody?
You are the only member of the crew currently on Deck 2. Because contact has been lost with the main computer, there is no information about crew status on any other deck.
What the hell is going on? Give me a status report.
Contact with the main computer system was lost at 22:31:22. Autonomic ship functions have been delegated to local nodes. At 22:45:07, internal sensors detected an impact and subsequent decompression in Deck 2, Stateroom 2 Bravo. A warning was issued to all personnel to evacuate Deck 2. At 22:50:10, all of Deck 2 was placed under damage control condition Zebra.
What is damage control condition Zebra?
Condition Zebra is the most serious of the 4 damage containment and control procedures and is implemented only if the survival of the ship is in doubt. Condition Zebra applies to all airtight compartments that have been sealed off from the rest of the ship due to hull integrity failure. No hatches, doors, or valves leading to or from the affected compartments may be opened without the authorization of the commanding officer.
What caused the impact?
Unknown. The initial pressure loss was immediate and catastrophic, but was localized to one stateroom. The DCS knowledge base suggests that the damage may have been caused by a laser, particle beam, kinetic kill weapon, high-velocity micrometeorite, or a microfragment from a nearby explosion.
What is the DCS knowledge base?
All decks are equipped with a local expert system known as the Damage Control System Knowledge Base, or DCS Knowledge Base.
Why impose condition Zebra for a loss of pressure in just one stateroom?
The initial pressure loss was contained in Stateroom 2 Bravo. Unfortunately, the door leading to Stateroom 2 Bravo was not designed as an airtight fitting, and cannot withstand the pressure differential between the normal atmospheric pressure in the corridor outside and the vacuum inside the stateroom.
That's a lot of information.
Air is currently leaking around the door seals, an indication that the door may give way at any time.
How do I fix the damage?
Emergency hull patch kits can be found in the compartments directly over the general-purpose computer terminals installed in the common areas of each deck.
Ooh.
What will it take to secure from condition Zebra?
Hull integrity must be restored.
What is the status of life support for this deck?
Atmosphere replenishment for Deck 2 has been terminated in compliance with condition Zebra procedures.
I need access to the other decks.
Authorization from the commanding officer is required to enter or leave any compartments under condition Zebra.
What if I'm the last one on the ship? Would that make me commanding officer?
That is correct.
I need access to...
Authorization.
What if I'm the...
That is correct.
I'm done.
Access terminated by user.
Aha, we got a whole patch
Emergency
kit.
decompression alert. Pressure is dropping
We got
rapidly
ourselves
on
a
Deck
whole
2.
patch kit. Let's save again. Patch kit. We got a patch kit. You know, it looks like there's a map here, but we can't actually look at a map. So that's kind of annoying, isn't it? Like, what if we...
Computer?
The main
I'm done.
access.
Yeah. Like, I'd like to look at this map. Like, that would be great. Open. Oh, we got molecular glue. We got a gel foam spray. We got a sheet of instructions. We got a patch. Okay, well, let's look at the instructions. Spray gel foam on or near micro meteorite or beam weapon puncture. Foam will be suspended in air until suction pulls it to puncture. Foam will something on hull alloy as it is pulled through by escaping atmosphere. Once puncture has been temporarily sealed by the foam, apply molecular glue to fiber seal patch and place patch securely over puncture. Alright, we have instructions now. That's good. Okay. Can I go in this door? Open. Ooh, it works. What about this door over here? Did the door stay open? It did. Oh, no, there it closed. That's like a conference room. Ooh, open this door.
This stateroom is protected by the privacy laws. You are not the legal occupant assigned to this stateroom. A VIS override code is required to gain access to this space. Access granted.
Get wrecked, computer. Get wrecked.
Emergency decompression alert. Pressure is dropping rapidly on deck 2.
Cabinet is locked. Even if you could open it at all, you would find a collection of toilet articles, shoe polish, uniform decorations. I like how it's telling me what's in there. Valet and a spray and other practical necessities of military life on board. Can I open any of them? Ooh, I can open that one. You pull open one of the drawers and look inside. You find nothing but clean uniforms. Disappointed, you push the drawer back into the bulkhead. What about this one? Not that one. I wanted this one. Apparently all the drawers are one drawer. Okay. What about this drawer? You open the drawer. Look in the drawer. It is empty. Okay. Take the vase. You pick up the flower, look it over, and put it back. The star flower doesn't seem like it would be very useful. Besides, you know that half of the crew has them in their quarters. You can find one if you need one. The laser holoprint of Captain Dana and a young girl is propped up against the bulkhead. Surprised he didn't take that with him. Or something. The captain's stateroom is similar to the other officers' quarters on deck 2 and deck 3. The stateroom is distinguished only by the location across from the wardroom. An official-looking bound volume sits at the captain's desk. Laser of the Lexington is affixed to the bulkhead immediately above another holoprint depicting the Earth. Look at the books. Read the books. You thumb through one of the books and realize that reading even a few pages would take more time than you have.
Decompression alert. Pressure is dropping rapidly on deck 2.
What are you doing? From here, all you can read is the cover, which says USS Lexington Crew Manifest Mission 161. Sit on the chair.
USS Lexington, Captain's log. I don't have much time.
Ooh.
The bridge recorders and comm logs will have full transcripts of the events that led to the current situation. This is a subjective account intended for the captain's log only. I'm afraid any gaps must be filled in later using previous entries. A lot has gone wrong.
Oh, dang it. I thought...
USS Lexington, Captain's log. I don't have much time. The bridge recorders and comm logs will have full transcripts of the events that led to the current situation. This is a subjective account intended for the captain's log only.
I want to listen to it.
I'm afraid any gaps must be filled in later using previous entries. A lot has gone wrong since we first arrived in orbit around Persephone. Godforsaken world at the end of a 68 light-year voyage that has tried my ship and my crew. The details of this mission are known only to myself, my XO Lieutenant Commander Tran, and the captain of the Jericho, the science ship we've escorted from Earth. The three of us have carried this secret, a burden that has gotten heavier during each week of the trip out. We knew that what we might find on Persephone could well help us turn the tide in the war with the United Nations. We knew that it might even change the course of human history. Things haven't worked out that way. And as strange as it seems, I think the crew knew towards the end that this was going to be a one-way trip. A sense of foreboding crept over the ship as Persephone came into visual range. As we got closer, I could see it in their eyes, in their drawn and exhausted faces. I could feel it in myself, an almost palpable dread that permeated every corner of the ship. It was justified. Nothing could have prepared us for the hell that was waiting on the other side of Persephone.
That's it?
Emergency decompression alert.
Nothing more? That's all I get? Alright. Whatever, dude.
USS Lexington, Captain's log. I don't have much time. The bridge recorders and comm logs will have full transcripts of the events that led to the current situation. This is a subjective account.
Yeah, we already read that. From here, all you can read on the cover, which says USS Lexington Crew Manifest Mission 161. Okay, well, take. I want to take it. Take it. There we go. There. Classified. Top secret. Yeah. The final crew manifest. Code Pandora. Departure date. This date. 3 new personal assignments were... Hey, it says taco. Look at that taco. What? 2. Your new operating officer is Lieutenant James Poole. Lieutenant Poole's new third. Okay. Is this important? You thumb through the document until you reach 2 pages near the end covered with diagrams in the captain's handwriting. Oh, it's the codes for the rooms. Okay, cool. I have 3 codes for rooms. VIS override codes, deck 2. Nice. Okay, that's good. I've got like 6 override codes for deck 2 and deck 3. Alright, well that's good. That's kind of what we wanted.
Emergency decompression alert.
What if I sit in this
Pressure is dropping
chair?
rapidly on deck 2.
Okay. Sit on it. Lie on it. No, okay. How do I leave? Oh, I click here. Okay. Alright, well. I think this game's gonna be good. Dark Star was just something else. Can't break it. Okay. Scale model. Well. Read. Scale 900 to 1. Presented with pride. Okay. Read. Okay, we need a key.
I'm sure you're wondering what's going on. I'll explain. You are probably aware that the Lexington was attacked by a UN ship. We were outgunned and on the verge of being destroyed when Captain Dana notified the UN captain of our desire to surrender. Garrick agreed to take the crew of the Lexington and Jericho aboard before destroying both ships. As I record this message, Garrick is waiting for us to transfer over to his ship on the Lexington shuttle. You are the only one left behind. If we're lucky, the UN bastard will ignore one crewman left on board the Lexington. We intend to detonate a thermonuclear device after our shuttle has been taken aboard the UN vessel. This will completely destroy their ship. It will also kill everyone on board both shuttles. This should leave you free to complete our mission. There is nothing more important than this mission, including the lives of the crew. We died so that you can finish what we started. Our ship was badly hurt during the UN attack. The first thing you must do is deal with the worst of the battle damage. There are problems which directly threaten the near-term survival of the ship. Now, first of all, the primary power reactor is headed for a meltdown because the coolant system has failed. The molten core will eat through the containment vessel of the reactor and set off the fuel for the fusion engines. The resulting explosion will completely destroy the Lexington and the nearby Jericho.
Fix.
You need to get to engineering and stop the runaway chain reaction. The meltdown is the top priority. When you deal with that problem, then you must get the central computer back in operation. Without that, you cannot complete the mission. Currently, all computer processing has been delegated to the smaller, decentralized computers that exist on each deck of the ship.
Okay.
They do not communicate with each other except on a very primitive level. Enough to keep what you might think
We
of
don't know
as
what our
subconscious
mission
ship
is.
functions going. There is no overall guiding intelligence in these autonomous systems. The ship's central computer is made up of Turing cores and is home to the complex software that gives the ship's computer its smarts. The higher functions of the ship's brain reside in the central computer cores. These cores are currently inoperative. The primary cores were destroyed, and the secondary cores failed to activate the way they were supposed to. You must get the central computer back online. I've recorded one more message. You'll hear from me again when you get the central computer back in operation. I have key-coded the message so that the higher functions of the main computer will pick it up and display it for you as soon as the central cores are once again operational. Good luck, and be careful.
I'm guessing she's gonna tell me once I get the central computer working, because she knew what the mission was. So where did I get this?
Emergency decompression alert.
It spits out a plastic card. Must have programmed the unit to regurgitate the card as soon as the briefing ended. Well, what is it? Look at. Small plastic card with a yellow stripe on it. But okay, it's probably a key card then. Okay, well that was some information that we just got. There's also a key here, but this key, whoops, this key isn't like. This key, this. Okay, anyway, let's go this way. Who was around? Who was around when we played Dark Star? We played a lot of sci-fi games, and that was probably the worst one. But there were some bad ones. We played some bad sci-fi. We played some good sci-fi too. I don't think we can go. Let's go this way. I think we have codes for some rooms here. What are these? Open. Ooh, a supply closet. Look at all these spare parts. I'm guessing until we know what we're looking for, this part is oh, look, we got a new part. Well, There's a lot of parts
Emergency
here.
decompression alert.
I'm guessing
Pressure
until we
is
know
dropping
what we
rapidly
need,
on
it's
deck
kind of
2.
useless. Being here. We got a spare part, but I feel like we might not need it. Okay, this is like a bridge. This is like a comm room. Most recent listings include routine inter-ship communications between Lexington and Jericho, downloads of bulletins, and low priority traffic from the TRB-110 tachyon relay beacon, and a series of long exchanges with the Alliance base of Erebus routed through the TRB beacon orbiting the star, blah 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 blah. Okay. Look at. General use terminal gives access to the ship's computer systems. Okay. Look at. Large screen. Okay. I don't feel like we can do anything here. At least not at the moment. I do not like how I have to open all the doors. I'm not a big fan of that. So these are, I think, the quarters. So our quarters is, I think, here. I think this is our quarters here.
This stateroom is protected by the privacy laws. You are not the legal...
Oh, maybe it's this one then. Yeah, okay, it's that one. Ooh, we got something here. File pack of your personal effects. It's on the floor.
Emergency decompression alert.
You know of nothing in the file pack that would be terribly useful at the moment. The contents consist mainly of holodisks to pass the time, souvenirs from your first tour, the Navy, and assorted non-perishable food items. Lacking from the limited menu, the mess hall. Okay. After reading the first time, you realize that these are things that you had once considered important are now utterly trivial. You heft the paperweight in one hand. As you do, this violent thoughts race through your mind. They disturb you so much that you toss it back. Okay, let's open the drawer. Oh, there's something in it. There's something in it, but apparently we can't take it. Open. Okay, I'm just looking for stuff. Find nothing but clean uniforms. Okay, well, yes, there's nothing in here. I mean, we can use the computer terminal.
Computer?
The main computer is down. Voice access to deck 2.
I'm done.
Okay. Keepsake you found in a junk shop. Okay. Bleh. Alright. That was not useful. So... let's see. Here it is. So my quarters are here. See, I did think. Okay. I thought we were looking at these two rooms, but instead we were looking at these two. Okay.
Emergency decompression alert. Pressure is dropping rapidly on deck.
Okay, so now I think we should be able to get in this room.
This stateroom is protected. Access denied.
Whatever.
This stateroom. Access denied.
Well, it's the other one then.
This state. Access granted.
There. I didn't know I had to know which one it was. Safe. You look at the eyepiece, you see two little green crosshair patterns that immediately begin moving from side to side. The retinal scanner hums and chatters to itself, but your retinal pattern is not key-coded in the scanner's memory. Nothing else happens. Oh, it's a retinal scanner save. Okay. Regulus, you didn't want to be up here, and now you do. What is your problem, man? Well, let's open this drawer, I guess. Oh, they're locked. What about this one? Ooh. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Okay, nothing of interest in here. I mean, the safe is of interest. Okay. Should write this down. Whose room is this? Doll? Okay, doll. Safe. In room. Okay. And then we have B2 is the next one. We can't get into the transfer. Maybe her message will allow me into her room.
Emergency decompression alert. Pressure is dropping rapidly on deck 2.
The last 2 rooms are ones I should be able to get into.
This stateroom. Access granted.
It's because there's a leak. As soon as the door opens, you're pulled off of your feet and thrown through the door by a blast of air that feels like a hurricane. You are slammed into the bulkhead on the far side of the stateroom and lose consciousness for a brief instant. When you come to, all hell seems to have broken loose. Oh, okay. The thing that produces a fluffy cloud of foam that hangs in the air for a brief moment before being sucked towards the puncture. As the foam is pulled through the hole, it sticks to the surrounding metal. Soon the shriek of escaping air comes to a whimper, and then it stops completely.
Sweet, merciful crap!
Look at me. I'm fixing the ship. The glue goes on the patch first, and then the patch goes on the puncture. I know that. Oh, you would put it on the patch. Oh, okay. I thought... We did it! We did it! We fixed it. We patched the hole. We're so smart. Look at how smart we are.
I am so smart. I am so smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-R-T.
We did it. Collection of color holograms depicting various orbital platforms. Frontiers of nanotechnology. 2052. Wow.
The pressure on Deck 2 has stabilized. Deck 2 has been secured
Swedish
from damage
nudes
control
in null
condition
G. Okay. You snatch up the disc, realize that it's been damaged beyond repair, and toss it back down again. What a pity. Is it porn? Book filled with high-quality computer-enhanced holograms of the patterns created by star-hot plasma inside various thrust chambers and containment fields. Okay. Splatter marks. Splatter marks? Molten metal splattered inward from the impact site and landed on the deck. It's partially melted the deck before cooling, leaving a blotchy, textured mess. Triage of terraforming Mars. You smile sadly as you read a few words. Can we take any of these books? No. 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 But we can open a drawer. Try to open the death door, but it's unsuccessful. It must be jammed from the thermal stress created during the impact. Go. What about this? Cabinet. Open. Cabinet is locked. Open. Jam from thermal stress. Well, we fixed the thing. That's good, right? Does that mean we can now use the actually, I guess we can use this.
Computer?
The main computer is down. Voice access to Deck 2 local systems only.
Any change in status?
The pressure on Deck 2 has stabilized. Deck 2 has been secured from damage control condition Zebra.
Yay!
I'm done.
Access terminated by user.
Yay, I fixed the thing. Good thing they gave me access, huh?
This stateroom is access granted.
Would the computer not have given me access to the room that had the thing in it?
Everything's coming up milk.
Scientists on a Navy warship is like a whore on a gate in a gay bar. Okay. Okay. All print of the planet Delta. We can't take that. It's a book. Theory of the Artificial Quantum Singularities, Volume 3. Oh, that doesn't seem useful. Well, let's open the desk drawer. Let's look in the desk drawer. Nothing of interest. Let's open the cabinet. It's locked. What? What do you want, buddy? Regulus is acting like he wants something, and then when I go to, like, what do you want? What do you want? Is there a disturbance in the force? Is something wrong? Like what's going on, Regulus? Why I don't like that I can't do anything in these rooms. Like, why even have them here? As like a Here, look, you can come up here all you want. He wants to break a tie, maybe he does. You want to break a tie, Regulus? Well, there's no ties to break right now. So now I should be able to go in here, right? Push. Then go to deck 3.
A yellow keycard is required to gain access to other decks. Access granted.
I lost my key card. Oh man. Deck 3. There's more places on deck 3.
Deck 3.
I think we need a manual in fixing the core. And then we'll be good. How to fix the core. He just left again. Okay, I want to see where on deck 3 these are. Okay, L6, F1, and JU. Okay.
This stateroom is access granted.
They're in order. They're in order. There's nothing in here again. Like, am I supposed to feel accomplished by getting in? Oh, there. Never mind. Something in here. I find a small note taped inside the desk drawer. You peel the note off the bottom of the desk drawer and take it with you. If you need to get into my stateroom to get any other of your things and I'm not around, feel free to use my override. Oh, we can get into somebody else's stateroom. 1H31. Don't let anyone see you going in. The rules on fraternization may be loosely enforced, but getting caught won't help your promotion prospects. Ugh. Someone was fraternizing. Fraternizing. Somebody with J? Well, who would be J? Don't we have a... Who would be J? Okay, that's what this is probably for. J. Okay, we got... It's either... It's not any of these people. I highly doubt it. So it's either Mandon, Moore, or Mulroney. Mulroney. So now we have to look for the name. JG Paul Mandon, or is that like a rank designation? What is your what do you want, Regulus? What do you want? Mark Mulroney.
I want chicken, I want liver, meow mix, please deliver.
So it must be Mandon, navigation officer. Just come up here, Regulus. You are being quite the pest, I must say. I mean, we got something from this room. I mean, we can just try the 3 doors, I guess.
This stateroom is...
Well, it doesn't seem like it's that one.
This state...
Doesn't even give us an option.
This stateroom... Access denied.
What?
This stateroom is... Access granted.
Oh. They were in order, but I guess they weren't. Okay. Look in. Nothing of interest. Uniforms. Source code. Okay, let's take that. I don't know what that is. You recognize a few words and characters from the archaic character-based programming language C squared. The program is supposed to use the local subterranean processor in the terminal to calculate an irrational number to what seems like an impossible number of digits. Okay. Okay. We got a thing. Magnetic paperweight. Okay, so it's like, oh, I thought maybe we would need a magnet for something, but so that's a thing down here which seems to open, but we can't access it. Okay. We're collecting inventory items.
This stateroom... Access granted.
What about this one?
This stateroom...
Okay, maybe we have to use the note on the door. I think it would be one of these. don't know. Whoa, why is there stuff on the floor? You picked up the puzzle and examined it. Mary seems to have come much closer to a solution than you ever did. You play with it for a bit, start to ruin the progress she made, and drop it back undiscussed. You picked the flower, okay. Do you want to lay down, Regulus? Nothing. You find nothing but clean uniforms and one dirty sock. What? A dirty sock? No way. That's crazy. Okay, well, we didn't find anything in here either. These... Don't mute me, Regulus. Don't mute me. Hi, Heartless Shroom. How's it going? Okay, what room are we going here? There's somebody with a J. What room was it? What room did I say it probably was? Mandan? Oh, that's up here. That'll be right next door. I should train Regulus to play Doom. Or how we would train him to do that.
This stateroom is...
Okay. Do we not have the, Maybe it's not here. The only other options would be... Whoops. Oh, it could be James Poole, too. Okay, it's probably him. For some reason, I discounted him as a potential, but I think it's probably him. Looks like a clear J. We should not train him how to use weapons. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable thing. Ooh. The mess hall is where meals are taken by the crew before and after going on watch. A self-serve food dispenser takes the place of the mess cooks of old with the state-of-the-art VR system and the only communal space on the ship. The mess also serves as a social hub for the crew. Ooh. You press a random button and the machine spits out a meal that you can only describe as something on a shingle. You wolf the thing down in one bite and quickly regret it. The last thing your stomach needs right now is one of the culinary horrors that you've come to expect. Well, we ate something. Let's add a food then. We just ate something. Congealed is a good word to describe the current state of the Kung Pao chicken. Okay. Hot, cold, and fluid. Oh.
Welcome to the USS Lexington Orientation. The United States Congress authorized the development of a new class of warships in 2109 as new Cold War tensions between alliance states and the United Nations escalated. These ships were designated as light cruisers Bunker Hill class and were designed to be fast, lightly armored, and heavily armed. The USS Lexington is one of 9 Bunker Hill light cruisers built between 2111 and 2127. During the first half of 2133, the Lexington was the first Bunker Hill-class ship to undergo an extensive modernization at the McHenry yards around Starhome. She was equipped with brand-new weapon systems,
an improved interplanetary drive, a new computer system, and an upgraded communication system. The Lexington is equipped with 3 propulsion systems. The first propulsion system is the Orbital Maneuvering System, or OMS. The OMS consists of several chemical reaction thrusters for use when in orbit or when maneuvering in close proximity to other ships. The second propulsion system is the interplanetary drive, used for travel inside a star system. 4 deuterium-tritium fusion pulse drive engines are fed by a linear accelerator that runs down the spine of the ship from fuel tanks mounted near the bow. A continuous stream of microscopic frozen deuterium-tritium fuel pellets is accelerated into the 4 thrust chambers with magnetic containment at the stern of the ship.
Okay.
High-energy lasers bombard the fuel pellets and create a fusion reaction by implosion.
Getting all this chat.
Thrust is channeled backwards. A fraction of the resulting energy is fed back into large capacitors which are used to fire the lasers for the next explosion. The interplanetary drive can produce and maintain a constant acceleration of up to 6 gravities for extended periods. Large radiator fins on the outside of the ship help to regulate temperature. The third propulsion system is the Talsetto faster-than-light jump drive, located on the boom forward of the bow.
It's so tiny.
The jump drive allows instantaneous travel along threads of space-time deformation that exist between the Talsetto jump points found in many star systems. A conventional liquid-cooled nuclear reactor mounted forward of the engineering compartments of the ship is used to charge the capacitors for the ignition of the fusion engines and provide power for the linear accelerator, life support, and all of the ship's electrical systems. The Lexington's principal weapons system is a complement of 18 Lockheed Martin RC-09 Basilisk multi-mission autonomous strike craft, also known as battle drones. Up to 9 of the 18 drones can be active at one time. The drones are deployed using rotary launchers mounted in 3 weapons bays. These bays are arrayed in an equilateral triangle around the core of the ship. Each drone is capable of carrying several types of ordnance mounted on standard hardpoints on the dorsal and ventral surfaces. Drone weapons include anti-ship missiles, torpedoes, particle beam guns, railgun cannons, and lasers. A Basilisk drone with a full combat ordnance load is capable of accelerating at 100 gravities. The Lexington is also armed with a close-in combat system, or CICS, that serves as a weapon system of last resort if any enemy drones or long-range weapons penetrate a defensive screen of Basilisk drones. The CICS consists of 8 missile launchers, 2 railgun turrets, and several chaff ejectors mounted at various points on the Lexington's outer hull. The Lexington's standard crew complement is 20. Her maximum complement is 25. The crew is housed in the habitat module of the Lexington, a large rectangular structure mounted well forward of the reactor and fusion engines. The habitat module includes the bridge, crew quarters, communication center, medical and science labs, mess hall, computer center, and storage areas.
That's what we are.
With a combination of speed, range, and firepower, the USS Lexington is able to project Alliance military strength out to the farthest star systems. She has proven herself in combat and has a distinguished service record built over a period of years. Yet she also has some of the newest and best technology available. Veteran officers and enlisted personnel vie for the privilege of serving on the Lexington and contributing to the continuing story of one of the most capable ships in the Alliance fleet.
Yeah, that is some top-tier narration. I agree. Alright, do we want to know why we fight? Do we want to see that one? Sure, why not?
We are all familiar with the short version of the events that led to this terrible war. During the second half of the 21st century, the leaders of the world government got a glimpse of the shape of things to come. They were afraid of what they saw. Their reaction was to deny the inevitable, slamming the brakes on all technological progress.
In 2082, a group of states led by the United States, Canada, Australia, and Japan decided that the cure was worse than the disease. The UN power structure reacted violently to the repeal attempt. States participating in the repeal campaign were targeted for brutal suppression by UN enforcement. Signatories to the Singapore Treaty formed the Alliance of Free States and announced their secession from the United Nations. They were joined by every major planetary colony settlement and orbital habitat. In 2085, large-scale armed conflict returned to Earth for the first time in over 100 years. The UN immediately invaded the territory of the seceding nations on Earth. UN hover tanks, troops, and ground support aircraft clashed with new alliance military units made up of men and women from alliance states who defected from UN control. The war ground to a halt after less than 2 months, as both sides ran out of soldiers, weapons, and materiel. The alliance states managed to hang on to their home territories. An uneasy truce was negotiated between the UN and the alliance, and the world entered an uneasy period known as the New Cold War. In 2111, the UN attacked again, and war returned on an interplanetary scale. Population centers on Earth and the colonies were bombarded from space by particle beam weapons. Armies fought tank battles supported by buzzing swarms of aircraft. Starships battled each other over asteroid mines, orbital habitats, and planetary installations. The furious pace of the war once again chewed up the stocks of men and materiel in a matter of months.
Ooh, look at that. Boom. Boom. That doesn't look good. Looks bad. Boo.
This time, there was no truce. In spite of economic exhaustion, the two sides continued to fight a war of attrition, a war that has since lasted more than 20 years and shows no signs of ending. The war has continued despite the price paid by both sides because all of the combatants are convinced that they are on the right side. The UN firmly believes that unchecked technological development will kill off the human race. The alliance states are just as firm in their convictions that death is better than life without freedom and without forward progress.
Okay. It seems oddly believable. You know? It seems somewhat believable, so, you know. Give them that. Alright, I think we can go to the second floor. Or deck 2. Let the felines inherit the earth. Use. Hey, we got a lesson on what's going on. Now we know what the war is about.
Deck 2.
Ooh, little flaw there, but it's okay. Very bleak. So we can get into somebody else's quarters.
This stateroom. Access granted.
Oh, we took the ship model. They're carrying the scale model of the USS Orlando that you got from Poole's stateroom. The workshop of the large model is exquisite. The workmanship is, rather. In spite of its thermoplastic construction, it seems unusually heavy, even in the low gravity created by the powered orbit, you know? Can we break it open? You think it has something in it? It doesn't give us the option to smash it.
I'll bash you good!
Nothing. 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 Okay, well, we got that. Well, that's something. Okay, well, where else can we go? I mean, we can go to other places, right? But we have to fix the core, and we have to fix the central computer. The core is our first priority, though. How would we get to the core? How would we get to the core? Probably here, but like... Oh, go forward. Okay. Push. Okay. So, reactor spaces? I think that's where the core, the core would be. That's gonna melt down.
Reactor spaces.
Reactor level. Well, it's beeping. We gotta hear this. We gotta hear this.
I have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down.
The power reactor has contaminated the reactor spaces. You are in a radiation hazard area. All personnel must wear proper protective gear and carry radiation monitoring equipment.
Okay. You can't get your hands on a rad suit. The radiation protection gear is all down in engineering. This means you may need to navigate through the reactor spaces without a rad suit. This would be a dangerous exercise. There wouldn't be any way to tell just by looking which tunnels were contaminated. Okay, I'm gonna need some sort of, need rad detector. Okay, so I need some way to determine...
The power reactor has contaminated the reactor spaces. You are in a radiation hazard area. All personnel must wear proper protective gear and carry radiation monitoring equipment.
I need radiation monitoring equipment, but I can't get into engineering, so... Yeah, it does have a lot of annoying alarms. Okay. Huh. Okay. Let's see if we can find some radiation monitoring equipment. Yeah, maybe the weapons area. Let's try there.
Weapons bays.
Okay. Well, we got various doors. We can open them too. You're in the catwalk that runs along the edge of the huge weapon bay. It leads from the corridor down to the blister of the control room. Let's go to the control room. The silent door. Drone, what was that? Oh, drone loader. Huge rotary launcher moves the drones from storage to the aiming and fueling mechs and then into the position for launch. A blast of compressed air coupled with a violent push from 3 explosive bolts catapults the drones into space. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. This might come up later. Don't feel like this is important now. But apparently we have... We have some stuff going on here. Alright. Yeah, I don't see how this is relevant now. But... I think we need something to detect radiation. But where would we find said thing to detect radiation? I also don't know what this is all about. It seems unusually heavy. But I can't smash it on the floor and break it. Maybe I can ask the computer something. Yeah, I think it said we can't access engineering. Well, we might try anyway. I think this is gonna be the exact same thing. Are there just 3 of these that are exactly the same? Hi, Claire. Now it's Claire. Yeah, it's this again. Okay. Let's see what it says. Okay, there's 3 different drones here. All right. I'm gonna try to access engineering after I look at the 3 weapon bays. So they said it had a crew of 20 to 25. Is what they said. A crew of 20 to 25. Like, this looks like it'll be a different space. Not the same. And I was wrong. It's exactly the same. Okay. Okay. Oh. I had to be looking at it. Okay, so there's 3 drone bays there. I was thinking different type of weapons, I guess. Let's see what happens if I try to go to engineering. The deck is currently inaccessible to a potential radiation hazard between the entrance, the reactor spaces, and the engineering level. Okay, well, let's try and go to a different deck then. Let's go to deck 4. Let's see what's on deck 4. We're gonna have to explore. Yeah, I was expecting, like, I mean, I'm guessing the drones had laser guns on them. So I guess we're just gonna have to explore the ship. It's like another crew quarter level. Okay, this is just another crew area here that I don't have access to at all yet. Okay, this is all crew quarters. Okay. I think it's all crew quarters here. Yeah, okay. So deck 4 is just crew quarters. They put the radiation gear on the level that gets blocked by radiation leaks. They did seem to do that, yeah. Because they're SMRT, obviously. Okay, let's go to 5. So
deck 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus another 6 and 6 is 24. Plus 1 is 25. 25 was the limit, so this should not have crew quarters on it. Otherwise, the thing was lying. Well, that's kind of broken. Okay. Well, we can't go past that. The release of energy shredded the deck like paper. Even though the metal grating is now twisted and deformed, it is still 10 times stronger than steel. You can't even bend it. The shredded grating is razor sharp. You would do serious damage to yourself in an attempt to climb over it. Okay, well, I guess we can't do that. Oh, there's more rooms here. In a Sierra game, we would have died. Ooh, what's this room? The science lab is the working environment for the ship's designated science officer. Oddly enough, this area was a kind of retro look to it, a result of the Navy's benign neglect over time. The science lab is the only area of the ship that hasn't been upgraded or overhauled since the Lexington was commissioned. Scientific equipment. This equipment was outmodeled when it was installed in 2114. Now it seems positively ancient. Okay, let's open that. Ooh, what is this? It's a Geiger counter. We need that. And a scanner. Let's take that too. That's what we needed. Yay! We found what we needed.
Yoink!
Can't really yoink when there's nobody here to yoink from. Oh, let's open these too. Nothing. Okay. All right. This looks like a medical bay. The med lab is a complete state-of-the-art hospital in two rooms designated to handle a few patients at a time. The med lab has plenty of capacity for a 20-person crew. Combat injuries are actually very rare. The losers in the space battle are usually vaporized. Well, good to know. The autodoc is usually controlled by a handheld remote unit the medical officer can use as he monitors treatment while standing near the patient. Oh, that thing looks scary. Presumably a mechanical spider, the treatment unit is a metal sphere that sprouts articulated arms tipped with needles, sprays, applicators, scalpels, and other tools. It's on track that runs over the treatment area. And then there's the recovery room. There's nothing in the recovery room. Oh, look, there's a taped note. It says, Captain Dinah wanted the autodoc reprogrammed with what he called a panic button. I fixed it so that if you key in the code 911 on the autodoc remote control, the treatment unit will automatically stun anybody or anything within 3 meters of the autodoc. Does this have something to do with our mission? Sounds like you're going to be working with an ET specimen. What gives? Let's take that note. The note begins ripping as you pull. Okay, so if we enter 911 into the remote, then is this the remote? Displaying the functions of the device during one of the slow days. The microscanner is essentially a field microscope. Oh no, that's not this remote. Okay. Scanning microscope. Appearing to the microscopes, no slide is loaded. Okay. Where's the remote at then? Oh. Okay. Yeah. I should write it. Remote. Medilab. 911 equals stun. There we go. I wrote it down. Who's the medical? Who's the person who runs this? Who's the licensed medical officer? Lieutenant Dahl. Where is his quarters? Oh, there it is. DC-22. You think he'd have the remote in his room? He could. I mean, we don't need it now, so not sure how important it is, but it's worth checking, I guess. Is that the room with the safe? Oh yeah, it was the room with the safe. It's probably in the safe then. Because it says doll, safe and room. Yeah, it's probably in his room. After we figure out how to open the safe. We're on floor, let's go to 6, and then we'll go to the bridge. And then we'll finish exploring.
Deck 6.
This will allow us to finish exploring the ship. There's 2 rooms here. I need to turn towards it to open it. Ooh, what's this room? A cavernous cargo bay where heavy equipment spares, bulk stores, and consumables are stored. Everything except for electronic components, which are kept on deck 2. There are thousands of items here in containers stacked high above you. When you look down again, an object on the deck just in front of you catches your attention. Ooh, yeah, there's a multi-tool. Okay. Let's take it. This is a Drexel multi-tool, a kind of Swiss Army knife for engineers. Its more useful attachments include a Dahlgren wrench, a thermal knife for cutting thermoplastic, and a screwdriver. It also includes a De Beers optometer, a micrometer, and several exotic tools that you can't even identify. Spares. Heavy equipment spares. Spares. Apparently there's a lot of spares here. Okay. And then there's a door here. You're facing the controls for the shuttle bay doors and an opposite door on the control room. Ooh. Ooh. It's a thingy. Look at it. Appears to have no voice operation. The buttons, keys, and displays that seem vestigial on other consoles are primary mode of operation here. Okay, save as have rad detector. We can detect rads. We can detect things that are rad. Oh, look. Depressurize, pressurize, open door. You think this will kill us? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we died. We died. We died. You can die in the game. And we did. Woohoo! That's why I saved. That's why I saved. Okay, so that allows us to go in here. Right? So I can go in here. The way back in. Just curious how this what this does. I guess there could potentially be a ship out here. I feel like this is not I mean, I don't think I need to be here yet. This game looks like it might have, like, once we do step 1 and 2, it seems like, I guess there's another ship around here, isn't there? Like, this is, like, we're one of 2 ships. We have, I think we have 9, because I didn't even look at the other drone bay. There's 3 drone bays, with each with, I think, 3 drones. We have 9 drones, I think. I didn't actually look at those. So now we're gonna go to the bridge, check that out, and then I'm going to take a break. And then we're gonna go to the radiation area and see if we can maybe get a hint on how we... It looks like we might have to do a maze. We might have to do a maze. This is the last floor we haven't been to. So maybe I should write this down.
Deck 1.
6 has storage and shuttle bay. 5 is med/science. 4 is all res. 3 is dining and res. 2 is res and ward room. Okay. Bridge. Is there anything this way? No, it just says bridge level. Thank goodness they have that sign. Hey, I remember this. Y'all remember this from the beginning of the game? I do. Backup tactile system. Try the primary tactile interface on the other side of the bridge. What, this one? It looks like a color wheel to me. Tactile station. A screen sits atop a console covered with various controls. It looks like a recently installed interface port of some kind.
Hype Telecom System Initialization Checklist Revision 3.1. This automated checklist has been prepared in order to simplify the activation and use of the experimental TX-15 Teradyne Hype Telepresence Control System components. These include the TX-15 RC-09 Client Battle Direction Software for the Basilisk Strike Craft, the TX-15 Block 2 Cyber System Software Upgrade for the main computer, the Telecom Man-Machine Interface, and the Hype Mutagenic Serum. Please stand by while the TX-15 Block 2 software upgrade runs a self-diagnostic to ensure proper operation. Thank you. Hype Telecom Checklist Step 1. Manually reprogram all RC-09 battle drones to be used with the Hype Telecom system. Use the arming console in each of the weapons bays to activate drones in storage, program their onboard computers for telecom operation, load them on the launcher, and hand them off to the main computer. The Hype Telecom program is coded as 180 in the Armor Servo Mech data store.
Jeez. Am I gonna have to do this? Use the arming console to program their onboard computers for telecom operation. Load them into the launcher and hand them off to the main computer. The Hype terminal is coded as 180. Drone program. I mean, I can't do it now because the main computer's offline, but...
Step 1 has not been completed. No drones are available for telecon operation. Hyped.
Okay, well, alright, I can't do that. Look at... One of the monitors is showing a view of the outside of the lexicon. The picture is being fed in from one of the external microcams mounted on the ship's radiator fans. In spite of some evident battle damage, carbonite spears, and rents on the outer hull, the ship still looks like it's in pretty good shape. Okay. We have idiot switches. Referred to as idiot switches. The rocker switches in this panel will turn all ship functions over to the computer systems unless manual overrides are engaged. Okay. This is what the bridge crew technically refers to as a panic button. Pressing it will manually abort a computer sequenced falsetto faster than light jump right up until the jump drive engages. These are manual controls set for emergency reaction control system thrusters mounted in various places in the ship. These thrusters are anti-collision devices to be used only if the computer systems and all local backups have failed completely. Okay. Then we have a nav map. Alright. Alright. Well, we pretty much explored the ship, I'd say.
Hype telecon.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good here. Oh, command chair. Let's sit on it. You sit down on the chair. You had always dreamed of getting your own command, but this is not the way it's supposed to happen. After a brief moment, you get back up. Okay, well, can we convince the computer that we're in charge now? I want to see if I can convince the computer I'm in charge. I'm the captain now.
Computer?
The main computer is down.
Is there anything I should know about?
Contact with the main computer system was lost at 22.
Has anything changed?
No change in...
I've heard all this.
That is not a command or query.
I'm done.
Okay, well, I think we need to get the main computer online. And first we need to fix the radiation issue, which I think is going to involve us dealing with a maybe maze. I don't know if it's going to be a maze or not, but we have a Geiger counter now, so we can know which paths are dangerous and which ones aren't.